Good morning to all. Dear students, I hope that you all are keeping fine. Today, we are going to see a new chapter 15, The Children Ask. It was written by Henry Wordsworth Longfellow. So, dear students, the author of this poem, Henry Wordsworth Longfellow, he was born in February 27, 1807, Portland. So, he was died March 24, 1882. He was the most popular American poet in the 19th century. He has written many poems, songs, etc. So he was very good poeter and he was translated many languages of French, Germany, Italian and other languages also. So he was a very popular in Europe those days. So he has given the good poems for us, the children are. So in this poem, the poet describes how the daughters wait to meet him at the appointed time. The poem depicts a beautiful relationship between a father and his daughters. So dear students, come let us see one by one stanza. The first stanza, shall we start now? Yes. Between the dark and the daylight, when the night is beginning to lower, comes a pause in the day's occupations that is known as the children hours. So, the children's hour is the name the speaker gives to an hour in the evening, sometimes between the dark and the dawn. It is the dark and the daylight. So, the children are waiting for his father's love. Comes a pause in the day's occupation. That is, a pause is the tea break. That is the evening hour. The children are waiting his father. So that is known as the children's hour. Second stanza. I hear in the chamber above me the patter of little feet, the sound of a door that is opened, and voices soft and sweet. So, in this stanza, he is working by lamplight in his study and hears the footprints. Okay, he was listening the patting of little feet. He was hearing the sound of the door that is open and voices soft and sweet. It is hushed voice of his three daughters. So the father is listening the sweet voice of his three daughters. Next, from my study, I see in the lamplight, descending the broad hall stair, Gerv, Alex, and laughing Allegra and Edith with golden hair. So the three daughters are Gerv, Alex, and laughing Allegra and Edith with golden hair. So three daughters are when the door is open and he can see Alex and Allegra and Edith sleeping down the steps as they plot and plan to ambush him. So he has seen the three daughters are started to come to his father. When the door is opened, the three daughters rush to come to his father. A whisper and then a silence. Yet I know by their merry eyes they are plotting and planning together to take me by surprise. So the daughters are decided very sweet and soft voice with silence. Yet I know by their merry eyes. So first the father is telling his feelings to his by seeing their eyes. They are plotting and planning. They were planned. So took his father to somewhere to take me by surprise. So they wanted to give a good surprise. Suddenly they rush and surround him and his conducting a ride on a castle. So the daughters are giving his father how much they are loving to his father. They are showing. Next, a sudden rush from the stairway, a sudden raid from the hall. By three daughters left unguarded, they enter my castle wall. So suddenly they rush and surround him as if conducting a raid on a castle. So immediately they reach to his father in the hall. They climb up into my torrent, over the arms and back of my chair. If I try to escape, they surround me, they seem to be everywhere. So, dear students, here we can see the daughters have taken his father very surprisingly to his hall. Okay, so by the time the three daughters left unguarded, they enter my castle wall. They've reached the castle wall. So they start how much they are loving to his father. Torrent means here small tower. It is mentioning the about chair. So in this chair, the father is sitting. They are started to catch his father everywhere, arms and legs and heads like that. Everywhere they are hugging his father. They are expressing their feelings to his father. How much they are loving. So they were climbing on his chair seemingly everywhere at once. So he cannot move anywhere. So he is thinking that. So they are climbing up. You are very small, but I am older. In their no match. There is no match. He was expressing his feelings to his daughters. Next stanza we can see. They almost devoured me with kisses. Their arms about me entwined till I think of the Bishop of Bingen in his mouth's tower on the Rhine. So, in this stanza is telling about they are started to kiss everywhere to his father. Very joyfully, they are started to thrown in their arms and around him, reminding him of the Bishop of Bingen and a character from a flock tale who had been surrounded and devoured by a mace in his tower. So he was thinking that the children started to kissing him and catching his arms and everything. By the time he was thinking about the story of Benchen is a small German town and the mouse tower in a small edifice on a island outside the town. A folk tale says Otto II, Archbishop of Mainz, was devoured by a mace in the tower. By the time a terrible but fitting punishment for his oppressive rule of the mouse tower on the Rhine. So the father is thinking about the mouse of the tower. So like that, the daughters were catching and kissing him and holding tightly. So next stanza we can see, do you think, oh blue-eyed bandit, because you have scaled the wall, such an old mistake as I am is not a match for you all. So he was telling that I am not a match for you. So I am not a match for you. He was laughing at them, asking the thing that is old mistake. So he was mistake is not match for them just because they have managed to scale the walls. What is the here scale? Scale means to climb up. So he is telling that you are so small. I am old. They are in no match. He was telling to his daughter. Next stanza we can see, I have you fast in my fortress and will not let you depart, but put you down into the dungeon in the round tower of my heart. So the daughter are telling to his father, I have you fast in my fortress. I have fast in my fortress and will not let you depart. We never leave you and put you down into the dungeon in the round tower of my heart. So he will hold the prisoners here and how? Placing them in the dungeon of his heart. The daughters are explaining to his father, we will put in our hearts. We'll put in our hearts, we never leave you. We'll put it in a prison like that, in a dungeon in our heart. Next sentence, and there will I keep you forever. Yes, forever and a day, till the walls shall crumble to ruin and molder in dust away. Then they will live forever until the walls crumble into dust. So the daughters are explaining their feelings to his father. Father also is explaining how much he was loving to his daughters. So he was expressing through this poem their emotions and feelings in each another. It is the father love and daughter's love. And there will I keep you forever. The daughter is telling to his father, will keep in our hearts forever. Yes, forever and a day. Till the walls shall crumble to ruin. So, and the molder in the dust away. So, how much they are loving his father. In this boom, the daughters are explaining through their emotions and feelings to his father, and also father also explaining through his feelings. So dear students, I hope that you all understood of this poem. So, The Children Ask is one of the Longfellow most beloved poems. All through, it has received its fair share of criticism due to its sentimental nature. So, it is the nature between the father love and daughter's love. Yes, students, I hope that you all understood of this poem. Thank you. Have a nice day.